To the flag and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Covert.
Here.
Crowner.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Lees. Here. Young.
Here.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Support.
Motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So move.
Support.
Motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. We will go to staff and council reports. So our administrator.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a reminder, 3 to 6 p.m., open house tomorrow for Mike's retirement. We have a trail meeting tomorrow, I think we've been doing it about every 2 weeks or so. This is just to run through the status of the trail on site, meeting with contractor and engineering team. Reminder, we have the upcoming meeting for council, steering committee, ZBA, and planning and zoning on the 22nd at 5:30, right here, in live and in person, not electronic, unless you need to attend or listen in if you're not in town. That sewer meeting is scheduled for the 24th with sunset right here as well, if you're interested in attending. Pool, thinking about doing a couple sales on the mission for the remainder of the year, for the season passes, etc. What is this, August? July, excuse me. Thinking about maybe looking at some of those ideas. Saw some other communities doing it. You sent me one from Clive, was it?
Yeah. They did a half price season pass for the remainder of the year.
We did have quite a few folks out there today, but they had a accident in the pool.
I wondered why it closed early.
That had to be done for, cleaned out for 24 hours. Couldn't be handled over a couple. Met with regional planning. Main purpose today was to talk about a TSIP grant for Mount Pleasant and Beaverdale traffic safety improvement grant for the cameras out there. BRIC grant, the stormwater we should hear final word in August. Defense funding grant for Mount Pleasant Street, we should hear mid to late August as well. And we're looking at potential of doing a RISE grant for Mount Pleasant as well, based on their full-time employees after completion of the project, which was tentatively 150, but we probably backed that off. So looking to see if that's something we couldn't work with them on as well. So those are some of the things that we talked about. We'll let you know how the trail meeting goes tomorrow.
Thank you. Public Works.
We got the bridge is back open on gear. And then this week pretty much just picking up branches from the storm. Got a couple trees to take down. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Police Department.
Officer Menon and K9 Maverick, they're at research school this week. Good thing about it was held here locally in Des Moines County, so that's good training for them. Spoke with Deputy Chief Tubes with the Burlington Fire Department. We should be receiving the tanker from them either Friday or Monday. And then National Night Out, that's held down at the auditorium, down in the parking lot, is on August 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. So the fire department and the police department will be down there participating in National Night Out.
Okay, thank you. Anything from our city clerk? Anything from the building department? I guess I jumped over that. Okay.
I think it was 11 of 12 permits issued this past couple weeks. So I just added some more detail. Haven't read it, frankly,
Okay.
to my update that Mark had sent me. So.
Okay. Finance? Oh, okay. Council, I had a request for you to speak a little louder when you talk and say something. It's not going out as well as it should, so just a little bit. And I'll start with Ringo.
Nothing at this time, Your Honor, then we,
Okay.
based on what we talked about earlier.
Okay. Andy?
I'm having trouble hearing everybody. I don't know if you got mics on or not, or...
We'll turn it on.
Okay,
I mean,
well-
Melanie can hear us, so.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just a couple of 4th of July wrap-up things. Just thank yous to staff, police, fire, public works, council, mayor, everybody that helped out, all the businesses that donated, and I had a couple that we haven't had a chance to mention. Dame Fine Coffee, Heartland Packaging, Center State International, and F&M Bank, I think were some of the last ones to roll in, so thank you to them. I think we had a good year. Everybody loved the fireworks show this year, so thank you for the extra support on that. Not looking forward yet to next year, but maybe I will by the end of this year, so it's a lot of work, but got through it and had a good day and not many issues, so went off pretty well. That's it.
Thank you. John?
I'll let Melanie speak on the trail. We had a trail meeting. I'm sure she has a lot more to say than I would. But there is one thing. I don't know if there's any support to fill in that ditch. The reason I'm saying that is because we were all given that it'd be like $80,000 to fill that ditch, and it might not be that much right now, because if we could talk to the people where the dirt is, where the senior citizen place,
Your housing.
and we could maybe fill that in like halfway and then put bushes. I'm afraid that when we start putting the stuff what we're talking, like the prairie grass and that it's going to be hard to keep clean. It's going to look good for a couple months, and then it's going to look like crap the rest of the time. Where if we could fill that in like halfway, if we could get that dirt, it might not cost much of anything. So I was wondering if there's any support for that.
Just in follow-up, the committee's currently, consensus is not to fill it in, though. The committee's current consensus is to do something different, leave it open for stormwater, maybe prairie. Prairie's an option based on my update. University of Iowa, there's an option to work with them. It doesn't have to be prairie in that location. There's other options as well, but the current consensus is not to fill it in. Melanie, I don't know if you concur, but based on our last meeting, I'd say that was consensus at this point in time, from a safety perspective and then from a stormwater perspective, just as an FYI. That's currently my recommendation too.
Are you talking north of the path or south of the path?
Adjacent to Gear Avenue, the ditch,
It'd be north,
West. Oh,
west.
north.
Well, it'd be
West side of the-
it'd be north of
On the west side of the property?
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, on the
North of the
trail, north of
sidewalk.
the trail, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So another part of that is, if we put a sign up there, we're still gonna have to either move the sign all the way over more, or if we had that filled in there at the end, that we could actually put that sign out closer to the road. But then it would be in that ditch. So that's why I'm saying, we fill in part of that ditch. It wouldn't take that much more to fill in that, and with just a short bunch of pipe. And then there wouldn't be such a dip, and it'd be easier to take care of.
Well, wouldn't the contractor use their dirt that they're making the senior housing to level off for them?
I'm not for sure, but I'm bringing it up now because if there's an opportunity, we should investigate that. If there's,
Black dirt, they're most likely either going to sell or utilize on the site. I mean, that's pretty good black dirt. I don't know what the price they're getting for it is right now, but that's pretty good dirt.
$400 a load.
What?
$400 a load, roughly,
is what?
400
for
bucks
black
a load?
dirt.
Yeah,
That's what we got priced, $400 a load.
yeah. But maybe they're gonna have to get rid of it some of that, you know, maybe they just want to get rid of it. That's why I'm saying it would be a lot cheaper, maybe.
We'd probably want to store it if we did do it, because if we're working with the University of Iowa, perhaps on final design work at that location, or whomever we end up working with on final design, you wouldn't want to do anything now. You want to wait until we have a layout and final design for the site. So we really want to probably just store the dirt down at sewer plant, most likely. And we do have clay down there still.
You
As
could
well.
store it right in that ditch.
You could, you could.
And if we decide not to, we'll have to haul it out, right?
Well, we would probably decide before we hauled it in there and stored it there, you know?
Maybe that's a phone call that should be made to the site manager as to how much dirt they think they're going to not want. It might not be worth the conversation. So, I don't
And
know.
Casey's has got a lot that they're gonna have to do something with too. You know, they're not gonna use that to fill in anything. So I'm just,
Or their contractors might be taking it away, Ben, Brick, Four Seasons, or the same thing with Ailes. I mean, I can call it, I mean, I can ask both of them, so.
Let's just check into what they think, and then we'll come back with it.
that's all I got.
Okay.
Well, I'm sad to say that this is the first year that I've ever had to cancel the bike races, and we should know that we take the hit, so it's a better day for the rest of the 4th of July activities, but it's better to be safe than sorry, and I'm sure we can find another day for a bike race.
We talked about a few different options, being able to hold it with the trail, perhaps, in the fall. Might be a nice time to do it. There's a couple other events as well.
Okay, that sounds good. All right,
Melanie?
Melanie?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Ron. I just want a quick shout out to thanks the Public Works folks and the police to help make the parade on the 4th of July the success that it was. Great job by everyone. Folks said they had a good time, measured mostly by the amount of candy people said they got, so thanks everyone for throwing out and providing candy. We ended up with about 56 units in the parade, so that was fun. And maybe the cherry on the top was our wonderful ambassador and Grand Marshal, Mary Stewart. She did a wonderful job, and in retrospect, I really enjoyed it, was glad she was chosen. So again, thanks everybody for participating and for your support, and let's do it again next year. To follow up on the comment Johnny made regarding the trail, we did have a small trail committee meeting on July 9th, and we're going to meet again on September 9th at 9. And we're really in the idea forming stage, getting our head around what's available on the space, what we want to see that site evolve into. There's consensus we wanted to provide a positive image of our city of West Burlington. We don't want it to be a full-blown playground because of concerns of safety and purely the location, and yet we wanted to present a positive image of our city. And really, and then a lot of other good ideas that we've got to narrow down and settle in on. And we moved in the direction that when we get the University of Iowa engineering students here in a month or two, they'll help us formalize maybe some good options that up until this point don't include filling in the ditch. But yeah, John, it's something we should look at. And the timing is good with 2 construction projects in the area, to at least make a phone call, see what they're doing with the dirt. There's a plus and minus to me to fill in that area, and one is we keep it like it is, and it prevents people from running up onto gear. And that is just something we need to be conscious of, and even running up over onto the entrance exit. But we can work through that with our committee meeting and as we move forward with the students. What I can say is I would love one load of good black dirt down here in Tennessee on our son's lawn, because they just don't have that stuff, so let's not take it for granted. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I don't have any comments to make at this point, so we'll move on to our citizen inquiries. Seeing none, I'll go into new business. We consider resolution amending the master fee schedule to include the annual registration for an RV park.
So moved.
Support.
Motion and support. Is there any discussion on this?
I just wanted to know where the $45 came from. Did that match something else that we?
We looked at a lot of samples from
Okay.
around, so that, I can't remember if that was sample somewhere. I mean, it can be
Okay.
changed to whatever you guys want to do. I feel like there was a range of them, so.
Okay, so you looked at other neighboring
Not,
towns
well,
and-
not neighboring necessarily, but some other,
Iowa, you looked at a number of,
looked
or
at-
from around the state.
yeah, from around the state, probably.
Any idea what Mount Pleasant was?
I don't think that was kind of a strange way they ran theirs. It's kind of not, it's approved just by,
Okay, I just wondered.
I'm not sure exactly.
They seem to have the
Mount
most
Pleasant.
active RV park around, so
Yeah.
just wondered what they did.
We did look at them, they don't have a lot of ordinances in place for that, for that RV park. It's more regulated in-house, so
Yeah,
we looked at we looked at some ordinances that had more, more substance of ordinances in place.
So this is just for the owner.
Yeah, that's just for the.
This is just for the owner, too.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Seeing no further discussion, I'll call for a roll call.
Crowner,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Lees,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
Covert.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, our second item of new business is a resolution adding Dylan Booth to the fire department.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion.
Support.
Support. Thank you. Any comments?
Just local kid lives here in town, works at Food Liner, which is here in town too, so he came knocking on the door and we answered and filled out an application and he's ready to get going.
Okay.
Had some extra certifications, too.
Wonderful.
Patty certification for diving, et cetera. Some,
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting, so.
Call for a vote.
Johnson,
Yes.
Lees,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
Covert,
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Motion carries. Our third and final item of new business is considering a resolution setting the stipend for the West Burlington Fire Department volunteer firefighters.
Motion approved.
Support.
Motion and support. Thank you.
One question.
Status quo is budgeted.
Okay.
Is what it-
How long is a probationary firefighter? How many, is it so many months, a year?
Year,
1 year.
12 months, yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'll call for a vote on this one.
Lees,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
Covert,
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Motion carries. Seeing no citizen inquiries, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Motion support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 We are adjourned.